Hello, my name is John, and today we'll be reading Why the Mighty USA Must Beg Mexico to Police Its Border by Ilana Mercer on Townhall, June 21st, 2019. To the hooting and hollering of the Democrats and some Republicans, Trump went ahead and threatened Mexico with tariffs. More than that, the president didn't just tweet out strong words and taunts. Since Mexico, Democrats, many Republicans, and his own courts have forced his hand, the president proceeded to retrieve from his arsenal a time bomb of ruinous proportions. Or so the economists hyperventilated. Trump issued an executive order according to which a schedule of tariffs will be implemented unless Mexico polices its borders and ups its dismal rate of deportation, currently at 10 to 20%. Beginning on June 10th, a 5% tariff was placed on all imports from Mexico to be increased by 5 percentage points each month until it hits 25% in October. Lo and behold, Mexico quickly promised to arrest Central American migrants headed north. Agreements may soon materialize with Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala, to which Trump has already cut off foreign aid in March. It remains for Trump to stick with tough love for Mexico and the rest. If the torrent of grifters from Central America does not let up, neither should the tariffs be lifted or aid restored. Trump's trade and tariff tactics are about winning negotiations for Americans. They're not aimed at flouting the putative free market. How free and fair is trade anyway? Are unfettered markets at work when Canada, for instance, taxes purchases of Americans' goods starting at $20 while America starts taxing Canadian goods at $1,000? Hardly. Free trade is an unknown ideal, to echo Ayn Rand's observations. What goes for free trade, rather, is trade managed by bureaucratic juggernauts, national and international central planners concerned with regulating, not freeing trade, whose goal is to harmonize labor, health, and environmental laws throughout the developed world. The undeveloped and developing worlds generally exploit labor, despoil land, and kill off critters as they please. The American market economy is massive. Trump knows its might. The difference between the president and his detractors is that Trump is prepared to harness the power of American markets to benefit the American people. But what of the billions of dollars in imports from Mexico that are at stake, as one media shill shrieked? Give me a break. The truth about what fake news calls a major trading partner, Mexico, is that it's a trade pygmy, a fact known all too well to Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador and his foreign minister, Marcelo Ebrard. The reason these leaders were quick to the negotiate table once a schedule of tariffs had been decided upon by the president is this, via The Economist. Only about 15% of the United States exports go to Mexico, but a whopping 80% of Mexico's imports head the other way. There is nothing we have in our arsenal that is equivalent to what the United States can do to us, says Andrés Rosenthal, a Mexican former diplomat and minister. Next, President Trump must compel Mexico to accept safe third country status. Translated, this means that the U.S. can expel any and all asylum seekers if they pass through Mexico, as Mexico becomes their lawful first port of call. Thinking people should realize that Trump's victory here is a Pyrrhic one, for what the president has had to do is convince the Mexican president to deploy his National Guards to do the work American immigration police are not allowed to do. The U.S. must turn to Mexico, a narco state, to police its border because the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has, to all intents and purposes, outlawed immigration laws. Congressional quislings, for their part, have sat back and grumbled about the need for new laws. But as Daniel Horowitz argues convincingly, this is a separation of powers problem. Unless the Trump administration understands that the problem lies with the lower court judges usurping their constitutional authority and not the law, there will be no fix. For President Trump, the executive order serves as a way around the court's violation of the constitutionally enshrined federal scheme within which the role, nay, the obligation of the commander-in-chief is to defend the country. Although they're temporary fixes, executive orders can serve to nullify unjust laws. As I argued in my 2016 book, The Trump Revolution, the Donald's Creative Destruction Reconstructed. Executive orders are Trump's political power tool, justice's jaws of life, if you will, to be used by the executive to pry the people free from judicial oppression. Understand, the right of a nation to stop the world from flooding its communities amounts to upholding a negative right. In other words, by stopping trespassers at their borders, Americans are not robbing invaders of the trinity of life, liberty, and property. All that Americans are asserting is their right to be left alone. What we are saying to the world is that we tell our disobedient toddlers every day, no, you can't go there. That's all. This video is a production of the School of the White Crane. Hi, my name is John Brooker. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And please share this video with family and friends and on social media. May God richly bless you, my beloved.